Hi there, I'm Steve Rogers and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK. Thank you Captain America, and well, thank you to Ryan and Dwight from Hasbro because they have announced a shit ton of Marvel Legends today. So thanks to JC at marvelousnews.com as well, who's got all these images. So I'm literally going to go through these images with everybody and sort of give you my thoughts and reactions. And there was so much to go through, so I'm going to go sort of straight into it really. So there are Ryan and Dwight looking happy as ever in their sort of Daniel Bryan plaid shirts, but they did have a lot to announce. So they start with a recap of the Ant-Man wave and the Guardians of the Galaxy movie waves that have just been recently announced. So there is the controversial Cosmo, the space dog Build-A-Figure, who did look slightly larger than I first thought, but still not the biggest Build-A-Figure we've ever had in Marvel Legends, but the articulation does look quite good on it. Quite a lot of articulation on Cosmo, and Rocket is quite articulated for a smaller figure. Adam Warlock there was shown, not quite as shiny and gold as he looked on the promo images, so a lot duller in person. So I'll let you be the judge of that, whether that's better or not. I'm trying to be sort of all out if I can on the MCU. I'm trying not to buy MCU figures, so I will happily pass on these Guardians of the Galaxy figures and try and save for money for some of the comic book stuff that is to come later in this video, because there was an absolute bucket load of the stuff. So there's Adam Warlock, and there is the Groot, which I did in my previous video. Did miss Groot does come with wings, because I was reacting to pictures before the rest of them gone up. So Groot does come with wings. He's not the Bath, he is a separate figure to buy. Some more images there of the Guardians of the Galaxy wave. Here's our first new image then. So the first new wave that was announced was a new Spider-Man wave. So no Build-A-Figure has been announced for this wave. So we will have to guess what that could be. No clues were already given to the Build-A-Figure. But we start with Ben Reilly in what I'm being told from the Hasbro team is his modern costume. So I haven't read a lot of modern Spider-Man. Classic Spider-Man I've read. The classic animated series, which we'll get to, I've watched. But not a lot of the modern stuff. So there is Ben in his modern sort of red and black outfit. And more Ben. It was double Ben to start with, a double bit of Benage with Chasm, which I'm being told is an evil version of Ben Reilly. Again, not up to speed with the modern comics on that one. Kind of looks like the Prowler's design from the Into the Spider-Verse there with the purples and the greens. So I do like the look of this Chasm figure. One I wasn't particularly keen on the look of is this new Miles Morales. Again, I am being told. Again, if you do know, please let me know in the comments about these more modern comics. The classic stuff I'm on, but yeah, this modern, I haven't really got a clue. So this is Miles Morales in a modern outfit with a puffy sort of jacketed jumper on that obviously is going to completely restrict his upper torso movement. They did mention that he is articulated under there, but that looks a very solid bit of rubber, like a WWE sort of rubber vest that Mattel do. So I doubt you can get really any movement in the torso there. A very strange looking outfit is my initial reaction, but I'm sure there are some fans out there of that modern look of Miles who will be happy. But to me, I'm a bit confused. So there's back to Ben. I'm literally going through these images. There are 97 images to get through, and whatever order they come out in, because Hasbro said on the stream they weren't doing the actual promo pics because the pre-order wouldn't be going up for this wave. All the Avengers stuff we'll get to, that will be pre-ordered later in the year. So just giving us an early look at the in-hand figures. So there's Ben in his all black outfit. Better look at Miles from the rear with a big spider emblem on the back. And here's the first one I can actually talk about. Something I know it is. It is the Rose, of course, the son of the Kingpin, a classic Spider-Man villain. So anything classic Spider-Man, I'm 100% on. So I will definitely be getting this. Does appear to have new boots, I do believe there. So at least we haven't got those stupid little sort of suited feet that we get with Marvel Legends, so they won't stand up. So the Rose is at least standing. Again, you've got a very long new suited piece there, which is going to completely restrict the chest movement on the Rose. You're not going to get a lot of bending. I suppose we don't need a lot of bending with the Rose. He is just in a suit, but I can see some people being unhappy with that. Very thirsty today. Literally just finished work when this stream went on, so I'm literally doing a live sort of reaction video after. So that is the rose accessory that was teased earlier. So now we have all the answers. We know where the golf club goes. We know where the little white creature that sits on Chode's shoulder goes, and now we know where the rose goes. It does go to the rose, as I think we pretty much all predicted. But it was the rose. You get a nice purple mask on that one, so excited to get the rose. Back to Miles there, and a rear view. We've got Spider-Woman's ass all over the screen. So again, a modern version of Spider-Woman, a modern costume. The head appears to be the same as the classic sort of head, but on a more modern outfit. So I'm literally trying to get a good view of this. No, not my favourite outfit, to be honest with you, I've ever seen for Spider-Woman there. We've done a couple of modern versions and the classic, but at the moment you can't beat the classic, so I might be able to pass on her. Now this one I'm not familiar with, but I have been told that Daredevil is now Elektra, and this does look cool, so I may not be familiar with it, but this is quite a cool looking figure, so I think this could be one that I will be picking up. Looks to be pinless arms, I think, there, from what I can see. Again, they're quite low resolution images we're dealing with because they haven't done the full promo pics. New sort of sculpt on the legs as well. So it's kind of a cool looking look, mixing Elektra and Daredevil, so I'll be happy to pick this one up. And here's a clue to one I'm very excited about, and I've wanted this figure for bloody years. It is a classic Spider-Man villain. It is Tarantula. It almost is a sort of lucha libre wrestling attire. So you've got the spiky feet there. He is on the Hasbro stand. Ryan Ting was trying to tell us that stand, but that stand is absolute crap. I've got a few of those stands that come with the figures, and they literally just fall apart. You put a figure on there, any figure pretty much is too heavy, and it snaps the joint on this bit here. It just seems to snap all the time in every single one I've got, and the figures fall off. So I wouldn't be buying these stands, but I would definitely be buying this Tarantula. Look at the mustache on that fella. Oh, there's some sort of early 80s, 1970s mustache action there. So Tarantula, excited to get. It does appear to be on an older body, but it is red on both sides, so the pins don't particularly bother me on that one. So happy to get Tarantula. And here we go. Here we bloody go. Ladies and gentlemen, Aunt May is on your screen. My God, we are actually getting an Aunt May Build-A-Figure. I have harped on for years about wanting an Aunt May Build-A-Figure, and we finally have one. I'm not 100% sold on the face sculpt, to be honest with you, but hopefully when I can see the actual promo pics, which I think have literally just dropped, it will look a bit better. But she is in her classic light blue sweater, which is her look from the animated series. And my gateway into Marvel as a child was the 1990s Spider-Man animated series. So to finally get Aunt May, I am very, very excited. So there she looks a bit petrified, to be honest, in the head sculpt there. A little bit petrified, but maybe that's because who she comes packed in with. So great to get Aunt May. I think I've been waiting a long time to get this, but they've had to sort of wait for a 2-pack where you could put a sort of A-list character in there. And my God, they have put an A-list character in there with something people have wanted for a long time, which is why I think we've got Aunt May. It is Doc Ock himself with that absolute bowl haircut from the 1990s animated series. But he comes with bendy wire tentacles. So I think for the first time since the Toy Biz days of Marvel Legends, we are getting bendy wire tentacles. I can hear the community rejoicing in the background. We're finally getting them. And they've actually, for once, gone the extra mile here and made them backwards compatible with any previous Doc Ock figure that Hasbro have done. So the SPDR wave has a Doc Ock, and there's also one in a 2-pack with Silk from Amazon. And these will fit in there, so you can interchange them, or, as I suppose they want you to do, buy a couple. So it's a good way to get Aunt May out there, because people are going to want this. So that's an easy Aunt May sell. For even people who don't want Aunt May, they're going to buy this 2-pack to get Doc Ock. So there he is, looking absolutely brilliant. I believe this does go for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the US Eastern Time, and it'll be 6 p.m. over here in the UK. So this will be the first Marvel Legends I actually pre-order day one of the year so far. I haven't pre-ordered any Marvel Legends because I'm trying to sort of wait for the sale, but I'm not risking it on this one. I'm going straight in, going balls deep on this one. Doc Ock is getting purchased tomorrow. I've already set Alexa to give me a reminder. I'm not going to miss out on this. bonus Ryan Ting did say is the figure can actually stand on the tentacles. So we'll see how practical that actually is, but he said it could do it. So not a lot of cell shading though on these. So these are based on the animated series, so it seems hit or miss whether they're actually going to put cell shading on these figures. I'm not sure if it'll come up in the images, but they did show the Spider-Man in the black symbiote suit from the animated series that does have the cell shading, and Venom has it. But the Kraven they're doing on the retro card doesn't have it, and Doc Ock doesn't appear to have it. The orange bits just seem to be part of the costume, and Aunt May doesn't have cell shading. So you're going to have to decide whether cell shading is something you like or you don't, but you're going to get a bit of both. So with some interchangeable hands there. Look at his feet. Oh, but look at that haircut. Good God, that looks great, doesn't it? All new body, I believe they said on this one. This appear to be pinless as well. So for those fans of pins, or lack of pins, they're going to be rejoicing on this one. Big long tentacles as well, aren't they? They're a good bit of length there. We're on image 33 of 97, so let's keep going through. But yeah, literally shit to see Doc Ock. There was the original tentacles, which Joint was trying to sort of give us a bit of a cock tease and showed us with that, and then interchange them. But you can go for both looks. There's the box, which will line up with the other Spider-Man Carnage 2-pack box, and also line up with the X-Men boxes. So I'm trying to display those. You may be able to see them behind me or not, but I'm trying to display them in the middle of the unit, so I'll get some good use out of those boxes. There's a side profile of the VHS. There's number 2. Not quite sure we've got number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2. Hasbro can't count 4 apparently, because I think I probably should say 3 and 4, but oh well. From the box, and here we go then. The next program they announced. So to recap so far, we had a Guardians of the Galaxy Ant-Man recap. We had a Spider-Man wave, but no build figure announced. So please do speculate in the comments below with the live chat what you think the build figure will be in the Spider-Man wave. I'm going to go for a classic Spider Slayer. That's going to be my random call that have literally just fallen on the top of my head. The next thing we had was a 2-pack of the VHS, and now we've got what they're calling the fall program. So sort of the late summer program. It seems to come out. So it's going to be 10 items. We had the previous Infinity Saga set. We had the X-Men set previously. And this year we are getting Avengers 60th anniversary figures. And this one I'm bloody excited for. So that is Mark 1 Iron Man, the classic first appearance of Iron Man, the big tin suit. Got a ball joint at the waist, Dwight was showing off, so you do get some good articulation there without breaking the sculpt up. So happy to see that. This hasn't been done since literally the early days of Toy Biz. I've still got that on the shelf. It's pretty much, it might be the only Toy Biz figure I think I actually have still in her display. So it will be getting replaced. So RIP to Toy Biz, because this does look great. Classic Mark 1 Iron Man in silver. Hopefully they do a gold version as well, because I'd like a gold variant of this. It looks nice and bulky. Classic tin suit Iron Man. Some nice images here. Next up appears to be a 2-pack. It is the long-awaited Bruce Banner and first appearance Grey Hulk. So one of the old Toy Biz figures came with a comic, and it actually did come with this original sort of Hulk comic on the front cover. So I don't think Bruce is technically in the right colours, but Hulk is looking very good there. So they've resculpted the chest to make it more flat. A more first appearance head, so I'm happy enough to have another version of Grey Hulk. The other version looks on like a sort of McFarlane 80s version of Grey Hulk when he came back later in the comics. So they could do, still got Joe Fixit to do, so we need him, hopefully, or a white sort of, maybe a Wolverine Joe Fixit 2-pack, something like that, maybe in the future. But finally, we got a suited Bruce Banner. But I can see straight away he's got those bloody legs, isn't he? He's got those skinny fucking legs that literally he's going to fall over. He's going to have those limb feet that don't stand up. But I'm happy to see Bruce Banner in the line. I'm happy enough to get another Hulk to go with him to recreate that first appearance. So then, yeah, there's confirmation on the feet. I can see the feet. And yeah, he's never going to stand up, not in a million years. But he can lean on Hulk literally like this. So very happy to have Bruce Banner, but please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Glasses removable, so there's a little Bertie bonus for you. Removable glasses. Who's up next? Right, it's another 2-pack next then. So it is Thor with a big burly beard this time, because the other classic version we had is sort sort of clean shaven. So they said this is sort of based on the Walt Simonson art. So I do have the omnibus of that. Still never read it though, so good to have a figure of something I've got the book of, as we tip the halfway point in the images so far. It comes with the Destroyer, and I was bloody happy to see this one, because I did have the Marvel Select Destroyer, but I sold him bloody years ago, and I broke a little bit off his helmet, so my sort of no Marvel Select rule I try and keep. I'm always very good at it, but I do try and keep a no Select rule. I'm just trying to stick with Legends in the one display. I don't like mixing lines, so to have an official Marvel Legends version of the Destroyer is good. Toy Biz did one, didn't they? They've got there's a really small Toy Biz one. There must be somewhere in a sale box. I think I've got some around the house. So he does look good. He looks shiny. His articulation looked quite good, to be fair, because you couldn't really move the Diamond Select version of the Destroyer. Looks, he said it's about 9 inches, a little short, but I think it'll work on the shelf. So he looks nice and spiky. You can't go wrong with a spiky figure. Nice images of the Destroyer there. Thor. Not a massive fan of Thor's boots. They've gone for this bloody dull sort of gold colour. But it is a version of Thor I'm happy to see, though, with the beard. So I'll definitely be picking up this 2-pack. But what happened with last year's sort of 10 full program items, they all ended up in the bloody sale. So I might try and be brave and hold off and not actually pre-order these when they do eventually go up for pre-order, which will be later in the year. Because they did confirm pre-orders are coming. Unlike some of the Indiana Jones and Star Wars stuff, which they've kind of scrapped the whole pre-order process for some unknown reason. And here we go. Oh my goodness, here we go. Now Ryan Ting was in full let's troll rectangular mode here, because I know Todd on all his leaks usually gets it right, but they did this one like 3 years ago now, I think. I think it was supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, and it never came out. So it's Hawkeye on his Sky Cycle. So I know this has been quite a one-to-one in the community for quite a while since Todd leaked that, and it never happened. And Ryan Ting always shows it in the background of like all of his sort of stream teases, I think, just to literally wind rectangular up. So I'm sure Todd will be very good, very pleased to see this one. But the Sky Cycle is finally coming. Looks like they've got I would have liked to see like an interesting sort of base piece. So that's just the standoff, the Star Wars Black Series scouter bikes from Return of the Jedi is what they've stuck that on, which I assume will come with it, but it's nothing specific to Hawkeye. They did confirm, but one of the only figures in Marvel Legends to have soft goods is this Hawkeye, because he couldn't sit down with a plastic. I wonder if they originally were planning to do this when Todd said with a plastic skirt, realised, yeah, then get to sit down, and then had to go back to the drawing board until they eventually came up with the soft goods. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I think that might have been what actually happened here. New pinless arms though, so the weights helped, because we do get pinless arms on Hawkeye for the first time. Does look good. We'll definitely be picking this one up, but again, hopefully stick with my let's wait for the sale strategy. Hawkeye was there. A few more close-ups there of Hawkeye. There's a side view. And right, we're on to another 2-pack. It's the Black Knight and Cersei. So classic sort of early mid-90s Avengers looks here. It's the sort of bomber jacket look. So we've got Black Knight with his bomber jacket on, and so has Cersei. And we've got the sort of the lightsaber style sword, rather than the standard sword with the Black Knight. First thing I saw about this is what wound me up instantly is the fact the brown on their jackets don't match. Cersei's got a lot darker brown, and Black Knight's is quite light, so that just set me off straight away for some reason. I am bloody thirsty today. What have I eaten? No idea. But we're doing it live, kind of. So, spoiling ourselves there. Look at that. Come on, let's get these pictures in some order. So this is image number 66. There's a 2-pack of Cersei and the Black Knight. It looks I am happy to see. Do want all the Avengers in their 90s brown jacket looks eventually. So again, another one I am happy to have in the collection. Here's a good one. So now this is classic Monica Rambeau with classic 80s hair, 80s sort of puffy sleeves. This looks great. So this is based on the original Secret Wars comic book, which was the first sort of Marvel graphic novel I ever read. So happy to have anything from Secret Wars, because it brings back a lot of memories reading the collected edition of all those issues together. Of course, Secret Wars was out there in the early 80s as a toy line, pretty much one of the original Marvel toy lines. I think the whole concept of the book was the fact that they could make toys of Marvel, so they brought all the characters together literally to sell the toys. So the battle world they went to fight the Beyonder and flog us some toys, which I think Mattel make. Right, that's a crap image. Hope we got some better ones. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. Hope there's a better image. So back to Cersei and the Black Knight then on the images. Closer up. Are we going to have any more images? Cersei, there we go. That's what we want. Here's what we want. For those of you who know me well, my favourite character in all of Marvel is Doctor Doom. So I will buy any Doctor Doom anyone ever makes. Just love Doctor Doom. Probably stems from the sort of Spiderman and His Amazing Friends cartoon, because he was all over that. I just remember his robotic voice trying to take over the world. Loved it as a kid. So Doctor Doom in Secret Wars. I've wanted this for many years again, so I was literally losing my shit when this was announced. Classic fucking Secret Wars Doctor Doom. Yes, please. No cape, because he doesn't have it for most of Secret Wars, and his little weird little outfit he's wearing, like a little pair of trunks. I absolutely love it. So Secret Wars Doctor Doom with Monica Rambeau 2-pack, another 100% I'm buying this thing. Even got some sort of shading on the figure for once as well. Look at that sort of black shading there. Hasbro stepping up some paint apps. The next one that did take me by surprise, what they're calling the super articulated female figure. So it is Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff herself, with full butterfly joints, like I said, pinless arms, pinless legs, and fancy sort of inverted ab crunch torso rocker. Still, after all that, they can't actually pose it properly because her foot there is literally her left foot's just dangling in the air, and she's there's some probably hot glue on the other side of her feet. So they probably posed it better if you're trying to sell off the super articulation. But this, it's not the Black Widow figure that excites me. It's the fact that we are going to get this super articulated female body, and that's going to be in the line. I know people are going to want this on all of the female figures going forward, and that will probably take a long time to implement. But great to finally have sort of butterfly joints and everything on the female figures in Marvel Legends. So I'm sure this will be a popular figure for the posers out there. That's some weird posing, isn't it? I'm not much of a poser myself, so I can't talk, but yeah, weird posing, but great to have the super articulated female figure. Please do let me know in the comments any other figure you'd like to see on this super articulated female body. Pretty much every woman, probably. Right, Widow images. Here's a very meta one. It is Bucky Cap, but not on Bucky Cap, eh? It's Bucky Cap on Vulcan. My mind is blown. So the Alex Ross design of Bucky Cap there, shiny as anything, as Alex Ross does all his sort of painting sort of images. Does look good. So yeah, Bucky Cap, of course, the original Marvel figures when Marvel Legends came back, the first one to have that body mold that's been reused so many times and is literally so outdated now. So it's great to him to actually have an upgrade on a different body. This looks much better than the original Bucky Cap, which I still do have some. He's right at the back of the collection, so he's probably going to have to go in the sale pile, along with probably poor Toy Biz Iron Man. He's going to have to get sold off as well. Next up is another 2-pack. It's a Super Skrull and a Queen Skrull. So the Queen Skrull head there, sort of Secret Invasion style on the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman, and a more modern version of the Super Skrull with some Doctor Strange powers, some Black Bolt powers. What else has he got? Iron Man powers, stretchy sort of Mr. Fantastic powers. He's got all sorts of powers. So I do own Secret Wars. Secret Invasion, I should say. Never actually read it though, so do need to probably get around to that before the Disney Plus series. So I assume Jessica Drew Spider-Woman is quite a big character in that, but probably get up with a modern reading. Modern is probably well over 10 years old now, isn't it? So a nice looking 2-pack. Probably a wait for the sale one though. For me, as we're reaching the end, I think here, nearly of these reveals. We're on down to the last 12 images. Bucky Cap. Now here is a weird one. So this was on, I think, Rectangles League. This is a Super Adaptoid. They've gone for a very weird body on it. And for all intents and purposes, when Dwight was talking about 12-inch, I think they have reused the 12-inch Marvel Legends. So can't wait to hear Bobby Valler's opinion on this one, because I think Bobby worked on that before. He'd have to form Valorverse on reusing this book from a few years ago. So super adaptoid, obviously you can suck all these different powers in. So I don't like the Captain America shield with it. I know he has a different shaped shield from what I remember in the comics, but he's got Thor's hammer, his own fancy little face. But I assume this is a reused body because you can see the pins on the body. It does look like the Captain America they did before. So I think it's definitely a pass for me. This one's a bit of a strange choice, but they need to fill a wave, fill a splot. That's a new word. Splot, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag splot. Spot, I was trying to say, in the wave. So they've gone for this sort of 12-inch body. I'd like to see something different there really on this one. So hasn't infused me. I do like the head sculpt though. I do like the head sculpt, but the rest of it hasn't tickled my fancy. So there's some recapping there of some of the figures from this Avengers wave. So please do let me know in the comments what you'll fancy picking up from the Spiderman, the all-in-one Doc Ock 2-pack. Any of these Avengers figures tickle your fancy, please do let me know in the comments. You'll be able to pre-order them later in the year. And they finished on this little tease, or should I say this big tease. I was just about to turn the stream off as it went on for a good 50 minutes. It was taking, I hadn't even watched The Mandalorian yet. Got to get to that on this Wednesday afternoon. So the Avengers logo for the 1960th, since 1963 for the program was teased. Beyond Earth's Mightiest is what they're calling it. And then they show this, the final image. Haslab is back. It's not the Engine of Vengeance. It's clearly something Avengers related. So please do let me know in the comments what you think it's going to be. So they have teased the Haslab. They often do in March, the Haslab, but they'll probably go on sale around probably August time. What's it going to be? So they've clearly said from this it's Avengers themed. We've had Fantastic Four themed, Ghost Rider theme, it didn't happen. An X-Men theme, so they've gone Avengers. So the first thing that's popping into my head has to be Giant Man. The big figures have gone well for Marvel, so you've got to think they're going to stick with their big figures. Of course, it does depend how in advance this was planned. Would it be a vehicle? Would it be a play set? I was thinking Avengers Tower, probably too big. Quinjet, that could be a thing, but I wouldn't really be interested. Helicarrier, would love Helicarrier. Be the size of the bloody roof, but I could hang it from the roof, probably cost about $2,000. But all I can think of is Giant Man. He's literally, my head is just full of Giant Man. Do I want a Giant Man? I don't know. I wanted Galactus, I was in day one. Sentinel I was in day one. But do I want a Giant Man? Ant-Man's never been my favourite character. I suppose Giant Man would come with, you could do a regular size Giant Man, a tiny one. So your add-ons could be quite simple. It could be a lot of figures in different scale. But I'm thinking it has to be Giant Man. With Ant-Man coming out this year, literally, Avengers. No other Ant-Man figure was teased within that Avengers program. He was an early Avenger, so I'm locking in with Ant-Man. But please do let me know in the comments if you think it's somebody else. And that was it. I've been going on for nearly 30 minutes. They went on for nearly an hour. But that's a lot of stuff. My favourite thing of the day is Doc Ock in Aunt May. Absolutely excited for that. Cannot wait. Happy to get a Destroyer as well in the Avengers line. So some really good reveals. The modern Spider-Man stuff at the start, that didn't do it for me, but I'm sure if you read more modern comics, that might do it for you, but not for me. But yeah, Doc Ock, very excited. So I've been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. We've just hit 650 subscribers, which is great. So we're on the road to 700 and on the road to 1,000 here in 2023. Please do like, comment and subscribe as you wish. And I'll be back for more breaking Marvel Legends news whenever it happens. Let's see if I can press the M button timely today. Goodbye.